요즘 이정우 선수의 경기를 보면서 이 말을 유독 많이 하는 것 같습니다. 오늘 샌프란시스코 자이언츠 워싱턴 내셔널스의 경기에서도 미쳤다는 말이 절로 나올 만큼 역대급 대반전이 일어났습니다. 어느 누가 8회 초까지 1대9로 뒤진 경기를 9회 11대12로 이길 거라고 상상이나 했을까요? 더욱이 이정우 선수는 오늘도 멀티히트와 시즌 세 번째 도루를 기록하면서 팀 승리를 이끄는데 일조했습니다. 7대10으로 뒤진 9회 무사 만루에서 브라이스 엘드리지가 우측 담장을 넘기는 그랜드슬램을 터뜨리며 경기를 뒤집었을 때는 정말 소름이 돋을 정도의 짜릿한 희열이 느껴졌습니다. 올 시즌 샌프란시스코가 불펜이 흔들리면서 많은 어려움을 겪고 있는데 오늘 경기는 그 어려움을 시원하게 씻어냈던 역대급 경기였습니다. 한국 시간으로 6월 11일 미국 캘리포니아주 샌프란시스코 오라클 파크에서 열린 2026 메이저리그 워싱턴 내셔널스와의 경기에 이정우 선수는 5번 타자 우익수로 선발 출전했습니다. 이날 샌프란시스코의 선발 투수는 로빌레이, 워싱턴의 선발 투수는 자완 포스터 그리핀입니다. 오늘 자이언츠 라인업을 보면 윌리 아다메스가 빠져있는 걸 볼 수 있는데요. 토니 바이틀로 감독은 경기 전 취재진과 만나 아다메스가 하체 쪽에 통증이 있다고 설명했습니다. 오늘도 바이틀로 감독 인터뷰 내용에는 이정우 선수 관련 질문과 답변이 나옵니다. 그만큼 현지 취재진도 이정우 선수의 연속 안타 기록과 활약상에 많은 관심을 쏟고 있다는 걸 알 수 있는데요. 바이텔로 감독 경기 전 인터뷰 영상을 먼저 보겠습니다.
A little bit more from knee to hip. Yesterday, lower half pain yesterday. I think it affected the way he was moving a little bit, but you know, more based off communication with our training staff and trying to get a little bit of a bonus with the day off tomorrow if he's not used in today's game. It's two full days off, and then we can make a great run towards spring training. That's obviously a decent amount of time off, and then make a run towards the end of the year. And honestly, I just think both those guys want to win. I'm joking, but there's probably a language barrier there if either one of them were to give each other any crap or to talk about this or that. But if you know Jung-Hoo, he's a fierce competitor, and he's easygoing. He comes to the park the same way every single day. And then Luis, whether you see it in the body language of his at-bats or with his work he's putting in right there, he just wants to win. He's been a winner his whole life. So I think that's kind of the main focus when those two guys show up. Again, I just notice Jung-Hoo, his comfortability in his own skin more than anything. I know I've said that already a few times. Luis is the same all the time. And then the other guy that's swinging the bat real well that we talked about was Bryce. The biggest difference.
이정우 선수는 2회 선두 타자로 첫 번째 타석을 맞이합니다. 포스터 그리핀과 8구까지 가는 끈질긴 승부를 벌였지만 92마일의 싱커에 헛스윙 삼진으로 물러납니다. 그러나 3구째 91.5마일의 파울 타구가 왼발 등에 떨어지면서 큰 통증을 느꼈는데 덕아웃으로 돌아가선 곧장 트레이너를 찾을 정도로 통증이 꽤 깊었던 듯합니다. 물론 이정우 선수는 이후 아무 문제 없이 수비에 나섰습니다. 워싱턴은 3회 제임스 우드의 트럼포가 터지면서 2대0으로 앞서갑니다. 이정우 선수는 4회 1사에 두 번째 타석을 맞이하지만 79.3마일의 바깥쪽 낮게 떨어지는 스위퍼로 공략했다가 내야 땅볼로 물러납니다. 6회 초 워싱턴의 타선이 불을 뿜습니다. 투아웃 이후 딜런 크루즈, 데일런 라일, 제이콥 영, 나심 누네즈, 요비 비바스가 연속 안타를 기록하며 6대0 스코어가 되는데요. 선발 투수로 나왔던 샌프란시스코의 로빌레이는 제이콥 영에게 안타를 허용한 후 카슨 세이무어에게 마운드를 물려주고 내려갔지만 세이무어도 연속 안타 허용으로 주자 2명을 모두 불러들이며 로빌레이의 자책점을 늘립니다. 이정우 선수는 1대6으로 지고 있는 상황에서 6회 2사 후 세 번째 타석에 들어섰다가 18경기 연속 안타 행진을 이어갑니다. 선발 그리핀의 초구 78.6마일의 커브볼을 당겨쳐 안타를 기록합니다. 8회 말 샌프란시스코가 모처럼 뜨거운 타선을 보이며 빅 이닝을 만듭니다. 선두타자 맷 체프먼이 솔로포로 이날 멀티 홈런을 기록했고 라파엘 데버스가 백투백 홈런을 터뜨리며 3대9 스코어가 됩니다. 그리고 이정우 선수가 무사 주저없는 가운데 눈야구를 선보이며 볼넷으로 출루합니다. 이정우 선수의 볼넷은 5월 4일 템파베이전 이후 39일 만에 볼넷이었고 이정우 선수는 여기서 2루를 훔치며 시즌 세 번째 도루에도 성공합니다. 이정우 선수는 후속 타자인 브라이스 엘드리지의 볼넷과 다니엘 수삭의 2루타로 홈을 밟습니다. 샌프란시스코는 8회 말 시작하기 전 1대 9였던 스코어를 6대 9까지 끌어올립니다. 그러나 9회 초 워싱턴은 커티스 미드의 솔로포로 승부에 쐐기를 박습니다. 6대 10의 스코어를 샌프란시스코가 9회 말에 뒤집을 거란 예상은 쉽게 하기 어려웠습니다. 9회 말 워싱턴은 마운드에 거스 발랜드를 올립니다. 선두 타자는 루이스 아라이즈. 아라이즈는 4구째 95.2마일의 포신 페스티벌을 공략해 2루타로 출루합니다. 이어 맷 체프먼이 타석에 들어서 2루 적시타를 터뜨렸고 4안타 경기를 만들어냅니다. 스코어는 7대 10. 다음 타자인 라파엘 데버스가 볼넷으로 출루하자 워싱턴의 블레이크 부테라 감독은 거스 발랜드를 내리고 미첼 파커를 마운드에 올려 이정우 선수와 승부를 보게 합니다. 순간 우라클 파크의 관중들은 정우리를 외치며 이정우의 한 방에 큰 기대를 나타냅니다. 그리고 이정우 선수는 팬들의 기대를 좌측 방면 안타로 보답합니다. 이정우 선수는 파커의 5구째 93.2마일의 포시움 페스티벌을 밀어쳤는데요. 이날도 멀티 히트를 기록합니다. 이정우의 안타로 3루 맷 체프먼, 2루 라파엘 데버스, 1루는 이정우 선수가 채우면서 만루 상황이 됩니다. 다음 타자는 22세 자이언츠 특급 유망주인 브라이스 엘드리지. 엘드리지가 말로 홈런만 터뜨린다면 11대 10 역전승을 거둘 수 있는 절호의 기회입니다. 하지만 그런 상상이 현실로 이루어지기는 어려울 거라 생각했는데 상상이 현실로 나타납니다. 엘드리지가 미첼 파커의 3구째 80.1마일의 슬라이더를 공략해 우측 담장을 넘기는 진짜 말로 홈런을 터뜨린 겁니다. 맷 체프먼, 라파엘 데버스, 이정우 선수가 차례대로 홈을 밟았고 베이스를 돌아 홈으로 향하는 브라이스 엘드리지를 격하게 축하해줍니다. 아니 이때는 샌프란시스코의 모든 선수들이 이미 그라운드로 뛰쳐나와 어깨동무를 하고 뛰면서 짜릿한 역전 끝내기 말로 홈런의 희열을 함께합니다. 보고 또 봐도 믿기지 않는 대역전승이었는데요. 끝내기 승리의 여운이 가시지 않은 상태에서 경기 후 바이텔로 감독과 클럽하우스에서 이정우 선수를 비롯해 오늘의 주인공들을 만나봅니다.
Yeah, I don't think you can. That was as dramatic as it gets, and it was fun. The crowd staying in the game the whole time, and whatever little reset button our position players hit when there was some frustration with what was going on the mound was perfect. I hope we can carry that over. Sometimes you get, especially if you're up big, you get really relaxed like we did in Chicago, and the leg lifts start getting a little bigger and a little slower, and you get really comfortable swings in that case. And then sometimes you if you're on the opposite end of that score, maybe a little bit of effort gets into your head and you kind of cut it loose. But I don't know. I'm judging it off some of the guys' reaction in the dugout. They were frustrated and they turned it into determination. Is my best theory. Those guys can answer more directly. But again, whatever that little formula was there, it's not easy to repeat as many runs as we put up in 2 innings. But there's certainly something there to look at. And then Griffin's really good. Yeah, it's interesting. It was a very lengthy conversation where to put him in the lineup today. And I don't know if there is a perfect spot because I don't think there's a perfect spot for a guy that's got power, but also is one of our best guys at getting on base. But it kind of landed on the sweet spot today with that situation. But the other conversations that have come up with him was with a prospect earlier today and just kind of talking about, baseball's baseball. And as you climb up levels to the younger kid, if you can, remain calm and watch Bryce today, and even though he's seen a real tough lefty, I bet you kind of see that calm, so that's a big thing. And yeah, it was kind of astonishment a little bit when he hit it, thought it was out. It's Bryce. If he gets it in the air, but then it hung so much, and then looked at, the right fielder. I think Cruz was still out there, and he kind of pulled up, but then all of a sudden he looked up, so it was kind of thought it's getting out. And then that feeling there is going to be tough to replicate. And more than anything, from that point on, all the players rush past you where you're standing, and they deserve that joy. I know it's not been perfect. I know there's mistakes all of us have made together, but I think that's a very well-earned feeling that those guys got in there. I feel like when Rafi hit his, guys started to say some things that usually goofy Hunter Pence would say. So I think that did a lot for us. Again, Chappie in Chicago, you could see him elevate the vibe with kind of, I don't want to say coming out of his shell, that's drastic, but showing what he's capable of doing. He'd kind of been held down a little bit more on the offensive end. Two unheralded stars for me, Susak's pick or a challenge Susak had the other day got overlooked. Love seeing Willie play out there, but Casey did a good job. And then Raver kind of saved the day. Again, we were thin, and he just got here this morning, and the plan was for him to throw one inning. And I thought Raver was phenomenal for us. So I'd regret it if I didn't mention it.
진짜 아팠어요. 바로 맞아가지고 네, 보호대 없는 발에 맞아가지고 왼발 맞아가지고 내일 쉬니까 괜찮으실 것 같습니다. 저도 이렇게 큰 점수 차이는 처음인 것 같아요. 8회에는 앞에서 홈런 2타자 연속으로 쳐가지고 일단 저한테는 계속 이제 어쨌든 빨리빨리 상대방 쪽에서는 점수 차이도 나고 아웃 카운트를 잡을 거여서라고, 그러니까 잡아야 되는 상황이니까 막 쉽게 승부를 할 줄 알았는데 좀 어렵게 승부를 해서 볼넷을 준 것 같고, 또 9회에는 저한테 좌투수로 바뀌어가지고 사실 큰 거를 전혀 생각하지 않고 그냥 어떻게 해서든 몸에 맞거나 뭐 볼넷을 나가거나 인플레이 타구를 만들어서 출루를 어떻게 해서든 해야겠다라는 생각이 가장 컸습니다. 적응해 나가고 있는 과정인 것 같아요. 일단 우투수는 저희가 아무래도 리그에서 많이 보다 보니까 계속 보면서 적응해 나가는 것 같은데, 좌투수는 정말 막 많이 보지도 못하고, 또 정말 한국하고 좌투수 퀄리티가 너무나도 많이 차이가 나는 것 같아요. 우투수도 마찬가지지만 정말 못 봤던 유형의 투수들이 너무 많기 때문에 그렇기 때문에 계속 이렇게 타석에 나가면서 적응해 나가고 있는 것 같습니다. 형이 이렇게 물어보시면 쓰이는 것 같아요, 솔직히 말하면. 그래서 이런 연속안타 기록 같은 거는 안 해도 솔직히 그만이라는 생각이 들 만큼 이렇게 계속 뭔가 언론에서 이렇게 부각이 되고 저한테 질문을 하시게 되면 저도 모르게 그냥 한 번씩 문연듯 생각나는 것 같아요. 근데 뭐 어쨌든 타석은 소화를 해야 되고, 또 팀이 이기려면은 그 타석에서 제 집중해야 되는 건 똑같다고 생각하기 때문에 일단은 오늘같이 너무 이렇게 이겨서 너무 기분 좋아요, 진짜. 언젠간 또 나중에 후배들이 또 깰 기록이라 생각하고, 또 후배뿐만 아니라 지금 뛰고 있는 뭐 성문이 형, 하상이 형, 혜상이 형 뭐 누구든지 할 수 있을 거라고 생각하기 때문에 뭐 그냥 저는 제가 할 수 있는 데까지 열심히 한번 해보겠습니다. 그냥 열심히 한 타석 한 타석 최선을 다하려고 하고 있습니다. 그러다 보니까 결과 나오는 것 같고, 끝까지 이렇게 한 타석 한 타석 최선을 다하려고 노력하겠습니다. 이제 한국은 많이 더워졌다고 들었는데 더위 조심하시고, 또 덥다고 에어컨 너무 많이 쓰시면 또 냉방병 걸리실 수 있으니까 그것도 조심하시고 건강 관리하시고 또 열심히 더 잘해서 좋은 소식 들려드릴 수 있도록 하겠습니다. 감사합니다.
It's tough. I mean, it was hard to figure out what to say after the game. It was unbelievable to be able to. We had two hard losses the last 2 days. We've been on 13 straight, grinding, and then could have easily been down 9 or 10 to 1 and rolled over, and we didn't, and we kept battling. So I mean, that was just a lot of fun and a good way to end it. Been just super impressed with the way that he carries himself and his confidence, but it's not like an arrogance. It's just he's confident, he believes in himself, and to see just kind of his growth over this season has been really impressive. I think it's been, exceeded all expectations probably just with how good his at-bats have been just every day and how consistent he is. And 2 nights ago he strikes out 10 in the game and he's a little bummed out. He's sitting in his chair and we're talking a little bit after the game and just talking about how he's going to get so many more opportunities like this, and to just keep keep going and be ready for the next opportunity. And then sure enough, he comes up today and hits a walk-off grand slam. So just for him to be in those moments, and you can tell that he wants to, he wants to be up there and wants to be the guy to do it. And I think it's super impressive, and just excited to, see what the future holds for him. He makes me feel old. And also, when I was his age, I wasn't ready. Probably wasn't ready to take the kind of at bats that he was taking. But everybody obviously takes their own path. But it's really cool to see just his maturity and his ability to make adjustments and not, let a bad at bat today affect him, and flush it and come back the next at bat ready to come up big for the team. So really happy for him, and proud to see how hard he works, and it's paying off. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about weight lifted off my shoulder, but feels good to, I understand how long the season is, and what I'm capable of doing, and had a little bit of a rough stretch there, but didn't let it get me too down. Just kept working, and found a rhythm right now, and feel really good. And I'm just glad that like on a day like today, I'm able to come up big for the guys, and really contribute and help us win the game.
I don't know. I was just screaming. Like, it was like the only thing I could think about the last 2 days was Monday, and how I just wasn't pleased with how I ended the game and struck out to end the game. And like, I was talking with a lot of people about that. It was like, I want that opportunity back. I don't know if I'm gonna get that opportunity again for a while. And like 2 days later, like I got the same opportunity. And like the whole entire time I was just envisioning like what I was gonna do. Even in the 8th inning, when we kind of batted around a little bit, I knew I was gonna get another chance, and I was doing the math in my head of like, there's gonna be 3 guys on by the time I get up, and I'm gonna have a chance to end the game. So it was cool how it all played out. Yeah, honestly, like I was trying to envision it. Like I wanted, like I always want to be that guy in that situation. And like I said, like the other night, like really frustrated me. And I was talking with Alex about it. Like it was a good learning opportunity, and like I didn't think it was gonna happen again 2 days later, but like I got to learn from it, and got my pitch, and I'm glad it went out, snuck out. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I kind of figured like with the launch angle that it was either gonna get caught or go over. Like I don't think it was gonna be able to come down and hit the wall because I hit it so high. It was kind of coming straight down. So I'm kind of there just walking, watching it, hoping it's gonna go out. And I'm just glad it did. And then I barely remember what happened after that, but it's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm down in the cage, like seeing the trajectory, doing everything, kind of preparing, and me and Hunter are talking about it. He's like, stay locked in. And he said that before my second last at-bat when I walked. The first 3 at-bats I wasn't happy with. Obviously, Griffin's a good pitcher, but he keeps coming in there. Stay locked in. You're gonna have a big one. You're gonna have a big one. And that helped. Like hearing that from him helped. And I saw Varland go in, and he was like, all right, you're gonna get an opportunity. And then things changed, and just glad I stuck to the plan this time. Yeah. I mean, at this level, it's obviously a little bit different. Like, it's a lot cooler than like hitting a walk-off and sack on like a day game on a Wednesday or whatever my last walk-off homer was. But it was cool. Like, yeah, I guess that feels natural just because I envision those moments all the time. Yeah, 100%. I haven't even really gotten to like sit back and think about that, but even like yesterday, like obviously we didn't get the win, but it's like every single day I feel like that work's paying off, and I'm getting better every day. So yeah, but having a moment like that is even more special. Is that really? Well, yeah, I mean that's the first I heard about that, obviously, but I'm trying to wipe my smile off my face and stay professional. Man, that's cool. What I worked for my whole life, so even from when I was 9 years old, like, I never envisioned myself like in an office or like doing anything other than like playing in the MLB. And it's just cool that I'm here and had like moments like this. Yeah, I think I chucked it pretty high. I don't know. I mean, I feel like you got to at a moment like that, but maybe a little excessive, but the emotions were definitely running high. So if I offended anyone, I guess I'm sorry, but I don't know. I think that was pretty freaking cool.